Hi everyone, welcome back. A lot of people tell me that if I do a lot of mental health channel with homeless, I may well of doing about the leadership executive part of the social sector. So I decided to give a brief introduction of what I read lately about the social sector and how to run for a nonprofit business. So exactly, there's a confuse between the input and output thing on one of the primary difference between a business and a social sector. So I'm gonna go into it. So one of the difference, like I mentioned prior to the program, is there are a resource for achieving greatness and the output means that a measure of greatness. In the social sector, money is only an input.
Thank you.
They are not output and are not measured for the greatness because you are running for the nonprofit. And then I want to briefly talk about 5 different types of leadership. Of course, number 5 is called exclusive and it's also called executive, meaning that a build endurance the greatness through a paradoxical blend of personal humanity and a professional well. And if you are the level 4, a little bit lower, you're still the effective leader. You are commitment. You have commitment to pursue a clear and compelling vision. You can stimulate in a higher performance standard. If you are a level 3, you're between the middle. You are a competent manager. You know how to organize people and resource toward the effective and efficient pursuit on a predetermined objective. If you are only the level 2, you probably will be a mid-level. You will be a contributing team member. You contribute individual capability to the achievement of a group objective and work effectively with others in a good setting. If you are only the level 1, you still are higher capable individual. You make productive contributions through the talent, knowledge, skill, and good work habit. So let's say if people follow you because they have no choice, let's say you're this type of leader, then you are not leading. Okay, so at today's business leader, they are facing higher mobility knowledge worker, especially if you're working for the non-profit. You have to looking for a right person. Let's say go into your trend, you have to looking for a right person on that, right? Because that's very important. And also you have to notice in the social sector, where getting a wrong person off from your trend can be more difficult than in a like private business, because it's very important to establish early assessment mechanism, and then things need to be turned out to be more important than hiring mechanism. Therefore, interview technique is important, but kind of understand a person will be important things for you to follow. If you're working for private business, it's more easy for them to fire people because the money will buy the talent. But for social sector, money is not a main concern. Money is just a thing that they need to be working as a nonprofit business. You will be needing to looking for a better insight for a candidate to run your nonprofit business. So let's say the fundamental point. For more selective in process, which means that the candidate is more picky, but at the same time, they are more attractive to the position they become, even though your nonprofit is a low pay. Second, the social sector will also have one compelling advantage. Desperate craving for the meaning in our life, but you will be knowing that hiring and educating young people, connecting people with a talented individual, working with HR, all that things are very important because the number one resource for the great social sector organization is having a right people, and they will be need to be committed to the mission, so you will be able to work with them more efficiently. And the last thing I want to talk about is something called fly well. It's about building building momentum by building the brand. So let's say you are in a big nonprofit institution, and it's very important. If you were solitary, you have to understand how to do a lot of research, and a lot of things need to be complete by your own, not just by your intelligence, not just by your consistent direction, not just by you move fast or you're pushing around. You need to work precisely at your own turn, and you need to understand that all the effort of investment, not the money investment on selecting a right person, will be good for the nonprofit organization. You shouldn't just focus on the result, and then you need to look at the progress, the process, and how to attract resources around here in order to build a very strong organization. Because that's also important too. You need to be deliver a good result. You need to attract a greater resource, and of course, all your teammates need to have the commitment to the job, to the work.
Okay, that's it. 570 million. Wow. Alright. This is the last shot of thank you and come visiting us again. Bye. Wow. Alright. The music. See you all next time. Peace. Have a good time. Bye bye.
Anyway, to summarize everything in a very simple sentence, a nonprofit organization, if you run around it, you need to be able to understand the fundamental purpose. You need to understand the operating process. You need to understand the operating practice. You need to understand the cultural norm. And of course, the business strategy is one of the things that is very important. And remember, money is not a very important thing for the nonprofit. It's just a machine that need to be put into the input, but not the output. So that's it. And thank you for tuning to my channel again. My channel name is Liala Phone of K. I will be seeing all of you again next time. Bye bye.